And if you made as much as the counterpart made, this is what you can do with it. 2.5 years of childcare, more than 2.6 additional years of tuition and fees for a 4-year public university, or the full cost of tuition and fees for a 2-year community college. Let's stop there. If black women made as much as white men on average, they could pay for, you know how many college tuitions could be paid for? They just said it right there. A 2-year institution paid totally off. Over 2.5 years of a 4-year institution, just by getting paid what they're supposed to get paid. But let me keep going. Nearly 17 additional months of premiums for employer-based health insurance, which is probably the most key. 165 more weeks of food for her family, more than 3 years worth, more than 15 additional months of mortgage and utility payments, 23 or more months of rent, nearly 20 additional years of birth control, or enough money to pay off student loan or debt in just over 1 year. And that's not like, and that sounded like everything I said sounded like we were playing the game. Well, what would you spend your money on if you won the lottery? We ain't talking about the lottery. We talking about something that's earned, something that they supposed to have. This is not a fallacy or something that's given. This is something that's more than earned, something that they're supposed to have. This is what they would be able to do with it. And then, so what else in the workplace? Workplace harassment. Black women experience workplace harassment and discrimination at high rates. In a recent survey conducted at the YWCA, close to 2/3 of black women, 61%, reported experiencing racial discrimination, and more than 1/4% being very worried about sexual harassment at work. Now, I can believe that because everybody want a black chick. Everybody want to be a black chick, and then the women who not black want to look like them. That's why they get their lips done, so they can have the full lips like y'all. That's what, just keep watching. Just over the years, if you go back from plastic surgery over the last 50 years, all it is trying to turn themselves into a woman of color. Let me say that. So, yeah, they husbands want y'all. But will act like they don't want y'all. Just like the slave masters was coming and sleeping with the slaves. They had their wife at the crib. They probably had some helping hands at the crib who they can sleep with. And they had enough money to go wherever they wanted to sleep with whoever they wanted to. But you know who they wanted to sleep with? The slaves. Them black women that was built beautifully. And it's the same thing. You think they was telling their wives back then? No. It's the same thing. So I can believe that black women experience more sexual harassment than any other race. That's not hard for me to believe at all. But that's adding to my point of why they have a reason to be mad. I'd be mad too if I'm coming to work, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, if not above and beyond, and I'm not getting paid what my peers getting paid. I'm doing more work, and not to mention that my peers making more money than me and doing less work is making sexual advances at me, and I feel like if I say something about it, then my job would be in jeopardy. Fuck yeah, I'm mad. I'm pissed. I'm pissed right now. I just put myself in that situation. I'm ready to listen. I just made that situation up and like put myself there like I really had a white coat. I'm ready to fight this nigga Chad right now. There ain't even no Chad, but in my mind, I'm so mad at Chad. Yeah, it's a reason to be mad. But let me see. But so they say a part of that is work harassment, job segregation, and lack of policies that support family caregiving. That's a big one. Because if you look at it, who's mostly responsible for the child? This is nothing against fathers, because if you're there, then you probably putting in the money or the time, whatever it is, for the child care. But on a general, even if you're not with, you know what I'm saying? Say you got a baby by somebody, you're not with her, and the baby stays with the mom. She's responsible. I'm not just talking about financially responsible. Like, you got to miss work, or you got to make sure you leave work on time. You got to do this. You got to do that. You can't do this. You can't go on this trip to make this money with the job because you got to go get them from daycare. Daycare closes this time. Most of the time, that's the mom. And if you don't have any policies to support that, then it's going to be hard for me to keep this job or for me to move up in this job. And then when we talk about a single mom, it's even worse for her because she has to. Like, at least somebody else who's not single can call the dad and be like, yo, today, can you go get them? Do you think you can get out of work early? Whatever the case may be. But the single mom has to. I got to go get my baby. Ain't nothing else to say. It ain't whether I want to work hard or what I really want to do. This. I got to go get my baby. That's it. Ain't nothing else to say about it.